Now for Private First Class L.J. in the land of the Shamrock, and for Corporal M.J.S., now of the Canal Zone, but formerly known as the Jitterbug King of Tallahassee, Florida, the Boogie Woogie Bugle Boy of Company B, very solidly sent by those three sweethearts of the armed forces, the Andrews sisters.
Trumpet man from out Chicago way. He had a boogie style that no one else could play. He was the top man at his craft. But then his number came up and he was gone with the draft. He's in the army now, a blowing reveille. He's a boogie woogie bugle boy of Company B. They made him blow a bugle for his Uncle Sam. It really brought him down because he couldn't jam. The captain seemed to understand. Because the next day the cap went out and drafted a band. And now the company jumps when he plays reveille. He's a boogie woogie bugle boy of Company B. A toot, a toot, a toot-a-tat, a toot. He blows it eight to the bar. In boogie rhythm, he can't blow a note unless the bass and guitar is playing with him. He makes the company jump when he plays reveille. He's a boogie woogie bugle boy of Company B. He was the boogie woogie bugle boy of Company B. And when he plays boogie woogie bugle, he was busy as a bean. And when he plays, he makes the company jump eight to the bar. He's a boogie woogie bugle boy of Company B. He blows it eight to the bar. He can blow a note if the bass and guitars are with him. The company jumps and he plays reveille. He's a boogie woogie bugle boy of Company B. He puts the boys to sleep with boogie every night, and wakes them up the same way in the early bright. They clap their hands and stamp their feet, because they know how he plays. When someone gives him a beat, he really breaks it up when he plays reveille. He's a boogie woogie bugle boy of Company B. Da 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 da. And the company jumps when he plays reveille. He's a boogie woogie bugle boy of Company B.
Thank you, Andrews sisters. And thanks to Ray Noble and his orchestra for assisting you and the other vocal artists tonight. Now, in response to a bevy of requests from every section of the world where Uncle Sam has armed forces, the incomparable Edgar Bergan and the incorrigible Charlie McCarthy.
Mr. Bergan, I want to talk to you.
Yes?
It's very important this time.
Well, what is it, Charlie?
It's about a slight touch.
Oh, I see. A slight touch?
Yeah.
You mean you have a cold?
No. Slight touch of 50 cents.
Oh, I see.
Will you cough up?
Oh, I see. But, Charlie, you have no right to ask people for money unless you have been of service to them.
Of service?
Yes.
Well,
Well,
you've been working pretty steady lately, brother.
I see.
Anyway, I'll do you a favor sometime.
But, Charlie, your whole attitude towards money is wrong.
Well, I guess it must be. I'm not getting any.
You mustn't expect to receive things for nothing.
No?
Now, I remember as a very young boy,
Here we go.
I learned that lesson from the story of Pied Piper.
Pied Piper?
Yes.
You mean a plumber with a snootful?
No. Pied Piper of Hamelin.
Oh, I see.
Would you like to hear the story?
No.
Well, I'll tell you.
Oh, we are in luck, aren't we? Yeah.
Let's humor him. Yeah. Once upon a time...
Oh, it has original beginning, hasn't it?
Yes. In the little town of Hamelin, you see, this town was overrun with rodents.
Rodents?
Yes.
Rodents. What's rodents?
Oh, rats.
Well, you don't have to get nasty.
Well, no. Now, the people of the village were at a loss as how to get rid of these pests.
Uh-huh.
So one summer day, there chanced to stray.
Oh, my, get him.
Yes.
A word weaver, a poet. Do you press flowers, too?
No. Now, please, I don't want to be interrupted.
No.
A young man came to the village, and he was called Pied Piper.
What did he do?
All right. Well, he went to the mayor, and he said, I'll rid the town of rats for 1,000 guilders.
Yeah.
And the mayor said, I'll give you 50,000 guilders.
That's all right.
Yeah.
But did he get it in writing? No. That's bad. Yeah. Now, how's he going to get rid of the rats in the town?
Well, I'll tell you. You see, around his neck he carried a flute.
Uh-huh.
And he played weird music on this pipe, which would make the rats follow him.
Is that so?
Yes.
They followed him?
They did, yes, uh-huh.
They'll do the same thing for a piece of cheese.
Well, no. Well, Pied Piper didn't need anything like that.
I see. Probably the music was cheesy. Now, will you please? And what did he play?
I don't know.
You don't know.
It was some very strange melody.
Uh-huh. Must have been a masterpiece.
Now,
Probably the revel of the rodents.
Now, young man.
I can go on like this for hours, but you wouldn't like it.
I don't know what he played, but I do know that the rats followed him out of town and down to the river. And then the rats all jumped into the water and were drowned.
Yeah?
Yes.
They were drowned?
Yes, they were drowned.
Why didn't they swim?
Well, I don't know.
You don't know?
No.
Why did they go in the water if they couldn't swim?
Well, I don't know that.
You don't know that?
No.
Maybe they'd rather drown than listen to the music, huh?
Yes, that's what it was. That's probably what it was.
Yeah. Well, if they didn't like the music, why did they follow him?
Well, I don't know.
You don't know?
No.
It's a wonder you wouldn't get the facts to the story before you try to tell it.
All I know is that the rats followed him and they went into the water and they were drowned.
Well,
Yes.
I don't believe it.
You don't believe it?
No.
You don't believe it?
No.
But they did go in the water and they did drown.
I don't believe it.
Oh, why don't you?
I don't know. I just got one of those nasty streaks, I guess. I just can't explain it. I don't believe it.
I see.
You can lead a rat to water, but you can't make him sink.
I see. Nevertheless, when the Pied Piper, I
think you were right the first time.
when he came back to Hamlin to collect his 1,000 guilders, what do you think the mayor said?
I don't believe it.
Now, stop that. Well, anyway, the mayor said, I will give you 50 guilders after he'd already promised to give him 1,000.
That was a dirty deal.
Yes.
That's a great discount for cash, isn't it?
Yes, it is. Yes. And it wasn't fair, but Pied Piper got even with him.
What did he do?
Well, I'll tell you what he did. He played his pipe again, and this time all the children followed him, and he led them into a mountain.
Into a mountain?
Yes. Well, the mountain mysteriously opened up, and then after the children had entered, the mountain mysteriously closed again.
Yeah?
And the children were never heard from again.
Is that so?
Yes. And that is the story of Pied Piper.
And about as dull a thing as I've ever listened to.
Well, I don't say that it's a true story, but there is a moral to it.
Yes, there is. Never do business on credit.